Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag's PostgreSQL DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn configuration of Prometheus plus Grafana to monitor SQL Server 16 using the PostgreSQL Exporter on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. So we'll go through by step process to configure the Prometheus and Grafana on monitor the PostgreSQL 16 using the Postgres Exporter on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. So we have a servers, two servers. So first server we have a 192.168.224.128. We'll configure their PostgreSQL 16. And server 2 we have 192.168.224.122.129. Okay. 129 on that server we'll just go through the Prometheus plus Grafana. So we'll go through the step-by-step process. First we'll go to server 1. So I'm going to access server 1, and both the servers I have running on the Ubuntu uh, on Ubuntu OS, and both the server host is the VMware workstation. Let me access the server. So Windows R CMD SSH at the rate, so 128. So this one is the server 1, and one more server we have. I'm going to access that server also, SSH at the rate 1. This one 129. So while installing the Ubuntu, I have given the password. So I'm putting this one. I'm moving to sudo user. So this will be the server 2, and changing the tab color red. So side by side, I'm going to do this. So for step 1 on the 128 server, that is a Postgres server, we're going to install the Postgres 16. So with Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, already repository is the Postgres 16 for that. So no need to add the repository. Directly I'm adding this one. So run this command, both the command, sudo apt update and sudo apt install PostgreSQL 16. So step 2, create the Postgres monitoring user. So we'll create a user Postgres exporter with the password admin at the rate 123. Then alter user Postgres exporter set search path to the Postgres exporter, public. So both are individual command. So you can run individually. Next, so this is done. Let me access the PostgreSQL. So accessed. Now just create the user. So create user Postgres exporter, and password I am giving admin at the rate 123. Create role is completed. Now give the user set search for search path. So alter role is completed. Now connect with the particular database. So grant. Now usage your schema public. If you have a different schema, then give the name and select all the tables on all tables in the schema public to my Postgres exporter. Completed. Now I'm going to exit. So done. Now move to the step 3. So there we will install the PostgreSQL exporter. So add user. Now go to the OPT. Okay. Now I'm going to search the latest version. Okay. So up to this command, here I'm checking the latest version of the exporter. Okay. Now wget, and I will just download that. So connected, downloading started. So completed successfully. So these are the different. So one by one I will run. So we have run this one wget latest. Now I'm going to extract that. Now just list the directory, get the directory, and move the directory to Postgres exporter, and then give the permission. So completed. Next is step 4. There is a configure of the Postgres exporter. So with the nano command, open this and paste the service detail, control XY. So we are admin at the directory 123 at the local host 5432 Postgres, and this is SSL mode disable. So everything is given there. Now start and enable the services. Okay, completed. You can run once at these are the small command. Now open the firewall for the port 9187 Postgres exporter. So run this one. So sudo allow 9187 for the TCP port. And now move to the server to 129. This is our server to 129. There we will install the Prometheus plus Grafana. So step 1, install Prometheus. Just add the user in the server 2. Completed. Next, cd opt wget, just download the tar file. ETA 10 seconds to go. Now extract the file. Now move this file with the name of Prometheus and go inside of that file. Okay. So next, configure the Prometheus. So sudo nano prometheus.yml. Okay. Add the following job under the scrape configs. So just open this one. Go down. So there we'll just add those things. So job name is Postgres exporter. Done. Now instead of this target IPs, we'll add the 128 and 9187 IP with that. So completed. Next, create the Prometheus system services. So open the system Prometheus dot services. Here add this one up to target. So Control X Y. Save this one. Now give the permission. So done. Now reload the daemon and start enable and status of the Prometheus. Let me check step by step. Let me give the ownership. Missing after. Okay, we have given the ownership. Now let me run one by one. Start the services and enable the services. Now let me check the service. Unit. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. Small p. Okay. So status is active and running. CLS clear. Now move to the next. I'm going to allow CD. Now I am going to allow 9090 port TCP port to on this server. So done. Now let me open this URL. So I'm opening the with the Firefox. So Prometheus is opening now. Okay. So up to this is completed. Now we are moving to the Grafana. Okay, install Grafana. So this will install in the same server. So I'm running this one, this command already installed these things. Okay, already installed. Now I'm adding key up to this. Move this one up to this. Adding the packages and key. Enter to continue. So completed. Now I'm going to update the system. So whenever you are going to add any repository or any source file and key, then you should update this one. So after update, I'll just install the Grafana. So apt install Grafana -y. We are giving the permission. Y yes permission with that. We are working with the server 2 because we are adding Prometheus and Grafana on the server 2. After adding this one, we'll start the Grafana server and we'll enable the Grafana server. Then we'll allow the port because Grafana will run with the 3000 port. So we'll allow the 3000 port for the Grafana UI and we'll access there. So completed. Now we're starting the service and enable the service. Whenever the system will reboot, automatically the service will start. For that, we are enabling that and allow the port 3000 port. Before allowing, just try to access this URL. It won't be accessible, okay? Because of firewall, so we should allow this one. So allow edit. Now you can check. So this open. So there is a username and password. Two fields are there. So username is admin, password is also admin for the first time. Now when you log in, you have to give the user new password. I'm giving admin at the rate 123, admin at the rate 123. So you can check with the password. Okay. Now you can submit, or you can skip that one also. So this is the UI. Next, let me go. So we have done this one. Now add the Prometheus data source in the Grafana. So UI, go to the connections, data source, add the Prometheus there and URL you want. So URL will be localhost 9090. The Prometheus is running with this URL. Okay. And then save and test. Save and test in bottom. So done this one. Now import the Postgres monitoring dashboard. So move to there. So for Grafana, go to plus and import and add Postgres overview. Let me add this. Go to the plus, import dashboard, and just give the ID, load. Yeah, working properly. Select the Prometheus data source. Select this one and click on import. Okay, so then you can able to check the your databases, Postgres database. All the things are there. So we have import is working. Now you want to add the database matrix PostgreSQL, then you have to add the 455. This is the port. So go to that dashboard, give the ID, load, add the Prometheus, import. So you can able to check there. Okay. So if you go to the dashboard, both the dashboard will be there, and I'm running with the overview. So click on the overview and PostgreSQL database stats also. So you can run this one. Okay. Now I'm going to test this one. So final checkup will be there. So we have Postgres and Exporter in the server 1 and Prometheus and Grafana on the server 2. Okay. So port is running 9187 and this one 9090 and this one 3000. So next I am going to the step-by-step testing process. Okay. So test PostgreSQL Exporter on server 2, test connection to the PostgreSQL Exporter running on the server 1. Okay. So you can check with this. So this many things are there. Now if you want to check this one, my PostgreSQL up or not, so you can check like this off, copy this and control F. So here you can able to check the Postgres is up. Okay. So you can check like this also. If pg underscore up is 0, then exporter can connect to the PostgreSQL. So this should be 1. Then test the promises on URL. So already we have opened this one. Now I'm going to test the query. So pg up. So in this URL, just write here pg up and execute. So you can able to check this. There is all the details will be there. So click this one. So start this exporter will be there. Okay. So if you see the value is 1, then Prometheus is running correctly. So value is 1. Next, verify the Prometheus target. So open the targets. So this is up. So matrix is up and green. If you expand this one, then you will get the detail interval is 15 seconds, escape timeout is 10 seconds, job for Postgres exporter. Okay. So after every 50 seconds, it will be refreshed. Okay, 8 second, it will become 1 also. 14 millisecond, say. Again, this become a 1. So every 15 second, this is going to be refreshed. Now we are simulate the Postgres SQL activity on server 1. Just log in with the Postgres. First, see, we don't have any Skype and anything. All the process are running normally. Okay. So in server 1, I just log in with the Postgres SQL, create one database, Chirag DB, and I'm just connecting with that database. And in the table, I'm creating one table, inserting one data, and just running the count from the table. Side by side, let me check. We have done. Now check here. Wait for a few seconds. Refresh is done. See, Chirag DB is showing there. So all the writes process, you can able to keep the cursor here. So all the process you can able to see there is a spike there is a Chirag DB 100% to spike is coming all the process. Okay, so you can monitor the PostgreSQL Pro using the Prometheus and Grafana. So we've done this one. So this is completed. So in this video, we have learned how to configure the Prometheus plus Grafana to monitor PostgreSQL 16 using the PostgreSQL Exporter on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. So I'm using here two servers, one server for the PostgreSQL, one server for the Prometheus and Grafana. So step by step process is given there. So any doubts and query, write on the YouTube video comment section. Follow the process shown in the video. Please like and subscribe for the more videos. Don't forget to follow, like, share and comment. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.